Human beings are capable of many different things, such as walking on the moon, producing beautiful music, and even creating hookup apps like Tinder and Bumble. All of this is made possible because of something human beings hold in high regard: intelligence. It gives humans the capacity to recognize patterns, plan, solve problems, and innovate. It empowers us to think and experience our world. Intelligence has long been recognized as an important factor of success. In this video, we will be talking about the definition of intelligence, the Uni-Factor theory of intelligence, the two-factor theory of intelligence, Thurstone's primary mental abilities, Jensen's hierarchical model of intelligence, and Guilford's structure of intellect model. If you want to learn more about intelligence or psychological attributes or psychology, start now by liking this video and subscribing to this channel. Intelligence is one of the most controversial topics in the field of psychology. Unlike height or weight, it cannot be measured exactly on a scale. Different cultures have different meanings of intelligence, and it covers a wide variety of skill sets. Some experts believe that it is determined at birth, while others view that it is an ability that can be strengthened throughout our lifetime. Even though it is of great significance, psychologists cannot agree upon the factors that make up intelligence. Some psychologists, like Alfred Binet, think of it as a single factor, while others, such as Howard Gardner, view it as existing in multiple types. So what exactly is intelligence? Alfred Binet was one of the pioneers in the field of intelligence. He constructed the first widely used intelligence test. It was developed for the French government as a tool to identify school students who required remedial studies. He defined intelligence as the ability to judge well, understand well, and reason well. Wechsler, on the other hand, defined it as a global or aggregate capacity of an individual to think rationally, act purposefully, and to deal effectively with the environment. Theories of intelligence can be divided into psychometric and information processing theories. Psychometric theories portray intelligence as a composite of abilities measured by mental tests. On the other hand, information processing approach describes the processes people use in intellectual reasoning and problem solving. The psychometric approach can further be divided into 5 theories. The first being Binet's Uni-Factor theory of intelligence. Binet's theory of intelligence arose from his interest in differentiating more intelligent from less intelligent individuals. He conceptualized intelligence as consisting of one similar set of abilities which can be used to solve any and every problem in an individual's environment. The second theory in the psychometric approach is Spearman's two-factor theory of intelligence. He showed that intelligence consisted of a general factor or G factor and some specific factors or S factors. The G factor includes mental operations which are primary and common to all performances. In addition to the G factor, he said that there are also many specific abilities. These are contained in what he called the S factor. Excellent singers, architects, scientists, and athletes may be high on the G factor, but in addition to this, they have some specific abilities which allow them to excel in their respective domains. Thurstone's primary mental abilities states that intelligence consists of 7 primary abilities, each of which is relatively independent of the others. These are verbal comprehension, which means grasping meaning of words, concepts, and ideas. Numerical abilities involves speed and accuracy in numerical and computational skills. Spatial relations, which includes visualizing patterns and forms. Perceptual speed is speed in perceiving details. Word fluency involves using words fluently and flexibly. Memory includes accuracy in recalling information. And lastly, inductive reasoning, which means deriving general rules from the presented facts. Arthur Jensen's hierarchical model of intelligence. This consists of abilities operating at two levels called level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is the associative learning in which output is more or less similar to input, such as rote learning and memory. Level 2, called the cognitive competence, involves higher order skills as they transform the input of the product into an effective output that is different from the input. Such abilities comprise of abstract reasoning and conceptual thought. Guilford's structure of intellect model classifies intellectual traits into three dimensions, which are operations, contents, and products. Operations are what the respondent does. These include cognition, memory recording, memory retention, divergent production, convergent production, and evaluation. Content refers to the nature of materials or information on which intellectual operations are performed. These include visual, auditory, symbolic, semantic, and behavioral materials. Products refers to the form in which information is processed by the respondent. Products are classified into units, classes, relations, systems, transformations, and implications. This model has 180 cells. Each cell is expected to have at least one factor or ability. Some cells may have more than one factor. Each factor is described in terms of all three dimensions.